Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. Gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound, please. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring attention to your body, please. And observe it to toss yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalations. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. And following my words mentally, relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your all back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax all abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So now bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, through the sensation of it, just recognize inhalation as inhalations, exhalation as exhalations. Do nothing extra. So in this very moment, you are just practicing inhalation, exhalation, observing inhalation, exhalation. Just be very limited to that practice. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Whatever come to your mind as thought, just keep in mind it is just a thought. Your inhalation, exhalation is the real moment of experience. So just be with it. Bring little bit more attention and observe the entire continuation of the inhalations and exhalations knowingly. This is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalations or exhalations. Some inhalation exhalations may become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Each and every inhalations and exhalations has its own character. Just recognize it. See how calming down your body inhalations happens, calming down your body exhalations happens. See how calming down your mind inhalations happens, calming down your mind exhalations happens. Your body, your mind, your breathing interconnected to each other. Integrate. No one doing anything, just everything happen according to the necessary conditions. So through all the patterns, methods, techniques, details, just simply be with the moment of change. With any sensation arising in you. How the sensation arise itself, exist and disappear itself. Object and subject, the observer also change moment by moment. So bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible. Near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. downward, and upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion. From the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma practitioners, when it comes to our human life, this spiritual practice has a long history. And always we see the human has a struggle to find the truth and to find the freedom. Why it always the freedom becoming a struggle? It is just not only our inside freedom, and even the outside this conventional world, in this material world, in this social world. Also, freedom is a very expensive word. And our ancestors sacrificed a lot. And at the same time, when we look at the history of the spiritual path, all over the world, from different directions, many spiritual masters had a deeper, great struggle to introduce this inner freedom, inner liberation. But still, when it comes to the present situation, it became more and more and more complicated. That because of the lot of informations pouring every day towards us. And then now we have difficulty to find which one is truth. So in the ancient time, the people observe, and whatever available for them, they used to hold with that. And believing that will give the liberation. It may become a kind of like outside this material object or physical object, or sometimes a concept or idea. And now it more and more becoming complicated because people start to create different ideas. As example, if you come with a different idea and start a YouTube channel and saying that whatever that you believe within another few weeks, and people start to get into that. And in the ancient time also, it's same, kind of like when the books start to introduce to the world, novels, in the kind of like during German revolutions in the history. This all the novels and the stories came to world, and then people start to had a fight with these witches, and they start to look for that. And even just ordinary woman, and with the messy hair, then unorganized clothes, if she start to go around the city, the people start to attack. And in history, there are many situations came, people start to hunt witches. And then the TV came to the world. And out of the TVs and the computers, and now we start to get into more and more different concept. But still we have to understand, no result that we can find, still that everything becoming concept, and that concept going to take us to another concept. So then it is your responsibility, before your time end, what you can gain, what you can understand, how you can transform, where are you going to find your freedom, and how you know it going to make you free. So those are questions in front of us. And you have to question yourself. That today the thing is, when the information pouring to us, it is just not only the informations. In the ancient time, it's maybe just the information. But today, it's more than that. And through the religions, through the believing system, it always like that. And when the kings used to rule the countries, in that kingdom, that you have to believe whatever the king believe. You have to follow whatever the king follow. You have to respect whatever the king respect. And then after that, you know what happened? These colonies, some powerful countries start to overtake the other countries. Then what happened? Whoever powerful, whoever strong weapon carry, then other people need to bow to whatever that person believe. Whoever that the strong army or the weapons, killing machines carry, then the people start to go with that. And then they had no choice. And at the same time, long years, the slavery, people start to sell other people like animals. And then whoever that the strong person, the master owner, that whatever that person believe or follow, that all other the people had to follow that his ideas, her ideas. And now we are in a kind of like after that all, we are in a kind of like a place. No one around us, no one in physically pushing us to believe whatever happen around the world. But at the same time, more than any other time, people get into these different weird ideas. So when they introduced the computer, they had a challenge. You should know that. There are very few people know about this. When they introduced the computers, and they had the challenge to bring people to push the enter button. It was a challenge. And still when you look that all this, that the ads or the videos or anything on YouTube or online, one of the major things keep happening inside that information. What is that? It slowly, deeply push you to follow it, or accept it, or share it. It's unconsciously sometimes you caught up in that, but it's already set up idea, program. How when someone watch a TV or anything, even the ad, how somebody can push the button or follow the button unconsciously. And this is happening everywhere. And then what happened, day by day, unconsciously you became a follower. And that following, little by little, took you to a believer. So once you start to follow something, then naturally you start to become a believer. Once you believe something, you become that. Now you know how we are in this tangle. So you follow something unconsciously, and then what happened? You start to believe it, and that believing make you become. So it happened in many different ways. It happened in the human history, but now it happened with the phone, computer, TV. So these kind of things. And it is more advanced, and it is more faster than any other time. So then when it comes to day-to-day life, if you look for the real freedom, you cannot be a follower or you cannot be a believer. Because out of the following and believing, what you become is not your freedom. It's never going to take you to a freedom. That is what the Buddha taught. That's why in the Kalama Sutta, as everybody knows, it's very famous sutta. And because of the family, because of the culture, tradition, books, because other people believe that, because other people follow that, don't get into that kind of wisdom. So then you have to develop a kind of like a very independent method yourself. Even though we work as a community of Sangha, our main purpose not to make you a believer or follower, to make you completely free from that all the believing and following. See, that it's our purpose of the community of the Sangha, it's completely different. This method introduced by the Buddha. Didn't happen overnight. He had a very real life experience. And as you know, he was a human being. That is the most good thing, that the expensive thing we can appreciate. He was a human being. And he used to talk about the day-to-day things. Not the kind of like a beyond our life. No, just the day-to-day activities. And even his dharma is not something beyond our life. His dharma used to be related to the flowers, trees, cloud, animals, and whatever you see in day-to-day life. And through that things, the Buddha explained the dharma. So one time, Buddha and the monks were traveling. And then, as you know, that time, people used to use the arrow, bow and arrow as a weapon. And then there was a iron arrow hit to the ground and stuck there, old one. And the Buddha saw this. And then Buddha said to the venerable monks, Ananda, look at this arrow. It's iron. And people work so hard to make it. And as you know, iron, you have to dig from somewhere and you have to heat it and you have to heat it. You know you have to spend some time to make bring the iron to an arrow. And then the very purpose, after once it become an arrow, the very purpose is getting to the target and fulfill the purpose. But this arrow, what happened? Maybe, missed target or something happened. This arrow hit the ground and it stuck there a long time. Now it's getting, die little by little. So the Buddha saw this and told, look at this arrow. Ananda, some people also like this arrow. Purposeless, and they cannot find the purpose. Useless. And they are so worth, but still it is worthless. Why? Because they stuck in the mud. Just imagine when you have arrow, if it is stuck in the mud, what's the point? So then you have to remember. So that is how the Buddha used to explain things in day-to-day life. And anybody able to understand it. But to understand it's always that had the way to connect to the nature. But today, we slowly disconnecting from that. Even when we say cloud, these young people think this cloud, this computer, this memory, they say it's carry now it called cloud. Then these young people think that is the cloud, because they know that. And whether they cannot see the sky and understand what is the weather. Even it is hot or cold, they just go to the app and click it and see what is the temperature. Because what they feel, their mind is not there. So like that, we always into things now. Now we caught up with the information and we keep following and we keep believing that things and we becoming that things. So then practicing meditation is reversing the pattern, reversing the method, and you come back to your inner, the real time, real moment of experience. So when it comes to that, the very, very important thing that you're going to see, the natural process. And that is something in the outside world we're struggling. And people don't like to accept impermanent. People don't like to accept change. Even in this LA, California, and how many people struggling to do the plastic surgery and try to fix their figure. They don't want to accept that whatever they are. And they sometimes they're not happy with themselves, and they try to change. And not only the women, and there are a lot of men go to salon every day sometimes. And there are a lot of men also getting makeup. And there are a lot of men also go to do nails. It's like that. We are slowly, little by little, getting far, go away from this natural existence. And we're not ready to accept it. But when you start to come to the meditation and you start to practice little by little, what is happening? You start to merge to this natural way of existence. And that is where your mind start to find some peace and the freedom. Because otherwise we always in a struggle. And other thing is that the struggle itself takes us to unsatisfactory nature. Because we don't want to accept. Then there is a resistance. And then the whole process becomes suffering. So it is that the suffering doesn't mean it exists outside and waiting for you and to catch it. No, it's not like that. It is our inner behavior. So then today we're going to get into the bottom of the Dharma and untangle, see how that we can experience something in the natural form, and that experience will help you to gain the deeper inner liberation or the freedom. It's kind of like a wisdom trilogy. So when it comes to the wisdom, sometimes we always look for the light. And we kind of like a resisting darkness. It's kind of like when it comes to right view. So this is this method is very important, and when it comes to the vipassana level of understanding, and especially the Buddha's teaching, this is the method that the Dharma explained. So just take a right view. Anything you can put it to 3 baskets, 3 methods, 3 patterns. Even the words, lifestyle, even the meditation. Okay, let's go with the meditation. And meditation, unprofitable meditation. That is one thing. And when it comes to words, unprofitable words, bad words. And view, unprofitable view. or maybe you can say wrong view. So like that, it always there's something, you can divide anything to two parts, right and wrong. So meditation, right meditation, wrong meditation, profitable meditation, unprofitable meditation. Words, right words, wrong words. Profitable words, unprofitable words. Bodily action, right bodily action, wrong bodily action. Profitable bodily action, unprofitable bodily action. And mental action also like that. You can go with this, or in the very first level, you can put two categories, right and wrong. And then what you put it to right, profitable, again it divide to two parts. So this is very important to understand it. Just if you divide something to two parts and find the, oh, this is right, this is wrong, that doesn't mean you found the path to liberation. So then first you find out this is right, this is wrong. So then what you found out that about the right, that part, again it divide to another two. Conventional right and eternal right. Conventional and how spiritual way it's going to be right. Any bodily action, in the beginning you can divide to right and wrong, and then what you do, the right part, again it divide to another two parts. Conventional and eternal. Ordinary and spiritual. And verbal action, right and wrong words, and whatever the right words, again, it divides to two parts. Conventional, right and eternal. Spiritually and ordinary. So the mental action, also it divides right and wrong, and then what you found out as right, mental actions, again it divides to another two. Conventional right and eternal. So then any action, we have only three actions, bodily, verbally, and mentally action. Anything, whatever you divide, just finding, just resisting something wrong doesn't mean we are in the right place of wisdom. Even seeing what is right, that doesn't mean we get into the path. So then once you recognize this is right, this is wrong, and then again you go with the right part and it divide to another two, conventional right and eternal right. So then there are three categories, wrong, right part, we divide to two. So the wisdom means, so when it comes to the vipassana level of understanding, that you start to see the connection in between the wrong, conventional right and eternal right. You start to see the connection. When you see that connection, listen this very carefully. So we divide any action, bodily action, verbal action, mental action, we divide to three parts. wrong, and then one part right, and then it divides to two parts, conventional right and eternal right. So now we mention, so just holding one part, oh, this is wrong, that doesn't mean you are in the right path of liberation. Oh, this is right, that doesn't mean you are in the right path of the liberation. Oh, this is the spiritual path. Holding that doesn't mean you are in this. Just holding one out of these three doesn't mean you are in the path of liberation. So then you can look now yourself. And because there are a lot of people and like to get into this right boat and hold it to that boat and stay there and believing that boat will take us to, no, it's not going to go like that. So then, seeing the connection, when it comes to the vipassana level of understanding, the seeing the connection, this is wrong, and this is right, and this is conventional right, and this is a spiritual right. When you see these three things together, what happening anymore, the first part, which we call wrong, now when you see this, all the three things and interconnection, the connection in between, because there is a connection between the darkness to light. That's like there is a connection in wrong things to the right, and that not only the conventional right, it has a connection to spiritual right also. When you see this connection anymore, this is not going to become wrong. This is going to, kind of like crazy your mind. So when you see the connection in between the wrong, improfitable, profitable, and that profitable go to two parts, conventional and eternal. When you see this, you recognize this all interconnected each other. And that is the moment your mind get out of this is wrong, and anymore you don't hold it to one part as this is right, and you don't hold it to and the separate part as this is spiritual. You see the whole process. That seeing whole process is the way of vipassana, and that is the moment you going to become free from that, whatever the mental view that you carry regarding the outside world or even the inside experience. So that is the bottom line. But today, comparing, resisting, and going towards that whatever the desires take us, and we always do something, dividing. We like divisions. We like to do that. We like to divide things. We appreciate when we divide things. But deeply when it comes to the vipassana level, just the practice point of view, even though we go one by one, this moment of experience has happened as a connection of everything. There is nothing in this entire universe, from your atoms or particles or subparticles, macro level of your body parts, to micro level to this entire universal process, there is nothing separate. And at the same time, there is nothing that the solid or the permanent. This all in a flow. But when it comes to our inner experience, we hold it to that inner experience, which we call thoughts or the sanskara or the formation. And then we repeat it and we start to build it inside, and we start to follow it, and we start to believe it, and we become it. So then remember, from tomorrow when you see something, if somebody criticizes regarding something or somebody, if somebody try to resist something or somebody, if somebody is trying to fight with something or somebody, look yourself, the connection. If you're able to see the connection, that is the day your liberation, your transformation, your freedom, you will find inside you. So with that, I bless upon with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbhitiyo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Vittavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idammi punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamucchutu. Bless you.